Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Okay, anyway, Blake took over the chair. He took over the comfiness of the chair. So, today I want to talk about something because I have a website called Black Unicarns, and I was doing research. I really was, and it's just like the breaking down of when I find this article, I will post it. And I know I can find it, but I have so many copies because I was like, this is brilliant because it was just like right on a thing it was just right on what I wanted to do. So on this website, I wanted to break down all the stereotypes of what it was because that was something that started for me when I moved onto the campus. It's like everybody just saw me as a Jezebel. It's like she got the curves, she wearing the tight clothes. Look, Alice, you're a Jezebel. And it's like, no, I'm not. I'm not a Jezebel. I didn't even know I had the body. I had no clue. I know some people might be like, oh my God, she didn't know. No clue that I had a body like that. None. I'm a tomboy. So it's like not even a thing for me. It's not even an equivalence. I didn't even know I had a Coca-Cola shake until I started dating Elder. He was like, she got the Coca-Cola. She got the Coca-Cola. I didn't know. I didn't have a clue. And I look at the girls on the internet like Aisha Jones. I look at the dances and all this different stuff. And I'm like, do people know that they are tomboys? I look at, it's another little dancer I like. She a tomboy. The same way I was. And y'all was so think that what they trying to do is be sexy for you, all this different stuff. No. They just like moving their bodies. It's just a natural occurrence. It's just something that happens. But then you would lump them into a Jezebel or a Sapphire because a girl has an attitude problem. You see what I'm saying? It's like, oh, she got an attitude. When that girl told me that on the bus, I was thinking, her man that made her mad. I had to pray for her and her man because I'm like, something wrong with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with the relationship. Something going on, girl. He got you pissed off. You see? When your man should have you feeling good about yourself. Feeling good about yourself. So, when I just saw Vicky Diller, she just did a whole, and I don't want to keep going into her or whatever, but she just said something. She had a hashtag Jemimas, and this is how I know somebody took over my Instagram because I unfollowed her a long time ago. It was another girl, Charity, No Charity or something like that, No Charity Case. I unfollowed her. One day she come up on my timeline with my pink dress on, and she could have had on my makeup too. Who knows? Somebody stole the makeup. So what I'm saying is you see the word Aunt Jemima. And we are not Aunt Jemimas. Aunt Jemima didn't do anything. So why would you use Aunt Jemima now as a derogatory term? It's not something that should be derogatory. When I see Aunt Jemima, or when they say Aunt Jemima, what they have done is given up on this black woman. They have made this black woman into a modern day, let me take her over there because she'll take care of your kids. Go over there and ask her to cook you a cake because she'll fix it up for you. Even if she enjoys it. That does not mean that she needs to be without a family, that she needs to be without a man, that taking care of other people is her life, all those different things, because that's what's happened. People have actually wanted to, it's like the caring that we have, because me, I'm a nurturer too. I just see it's inevitable that I will be somewhere cooking for my grandkids if I live that long, telling them whatever I got to tell them, even though I have goals too. You understand? So it's almost like this woman could have all these dreams and all these different things. A great storyteller. Excellent storyteller. A beautiful person to be around. A laugh that is gold. And we will sit there and put her in a position to always be taking care of something else. Instead of us being there to take care of her. We'll have her walking around us telling us all this different stuff. Hugging us, making us feel good. Instead of us making her feel good. And so that's the whole thing. We're not checking on her health. We're not checking on her when she's not in our face. None of those things. And so that's why I want to destroy the stereotypes, because we are not those stereotypes. Just because of how you see me does not mean that that's me. You see, because when you see me, you're seeing me through a lens of a stereotype. You're not seeing me through the lens of who I am. And that's where we're missing what we're talking about. So we'll clump a whole bunch of women that's shaped like Aunt Jemima, or what we think Aunt Jemima is shaped like. Anybody with a do-rag on it, with a scarf on their head. No, that's my culture. That is just one part of who I am. So Aunt Jemima didn't do anything. A white man exploited her. So why would we go back and now make somebody else feel upset or bad about that? Baby, call me Aunt Jemima all day. The women that I would think that people would say that to, I would be pleased. The love that they give, the way that they see the world, the stories they tell, the words that come off their lips. Because a lot of times they don't discriminate. They're not discriminatory at all. But for somebody to sit back with no kind of experience, not even been in the community, and to say something like that, that's how you know it's the miseducation of you.
Oh, hell no.
It's not the miseducation of anybody else. It's like we keep trying to live up to this list of what people have already put into us. Why would I take a term that a white man created for a black woman? That he took her life. He took her life from her. Because he wanted to create this person inside of his own kitchen. Why would I now destroy her and she had no way of trying to control who she was? She had no control over that. If somebody is forcing you to do something, she has no control over it. And if she walking around telling the story, she could have enjoyed it. You see what I'm saying? And she didn't know. If she didn't know at that time that she was being exploited, think of the time. It's still slavery. It's still, you see, it's so many things. It's so many connotations that go with that. And instead of us actually just stopping and we gonna just look at the surface. You are Aunt Jemima. Bitch, call me that shit all day. Why would I go back and destroy her? For what? She shouldn't have been on a box because she was a human being. That's the part that we need to be looking at. You cannot call a team an Indian because that is a human being. They are not an animal. Most mascots are animals. They were using these people as mascots. That is the racism. The racism is not the person that it was created from. So those are the parts that really piss me off. It's like y'all continuously keep going back in this same circle or this same cycle of racism. And you don't even know that you have become racist. That's why it's systemic. That's why it's institutionalized. They have educated you to look at the wrong fucking thing. They want you to miss it. We missed it. When it's clear that behind that picture, it was a white man that put it on the box. Ain't nobody black out there branding. You understand? Even the shows we see. You see the shows, who in there? All men, all white men. It was hard for a white woman to get into the industry too. But then when she get in there, she gotta play the same game as the white man. So you see, why would we go back now and start calling people the Aunt Jemimas and Uncle Bens? They didn't do anything. Why dysfunction the face or the human being that was behind it? They have steeped you in it. It's a tea now. That's why Get Out is so important when he's stirring it, when she's stirring it. It's a tea. They have put us in a fucking bag. All they do is dip us in hot water and just watch that shit work. That's why it's systemic. That's why it's institutionalized. Because you will sit there in this same color, in the darkness of your skin, in the curliness of your hair, in the darkness of your eyelashes, your eyebrows, and the fullness of your lips, the different shapes of your noses, your cheekbones, the way your back curves, the muscles that your body already has, the fullness that your body already has, the shape of you. You will sit there in that skin and tell the world to call another woman an Aunt Jemima. I don't get y'all. And it's mainly her because I don't see it a lot. It's like she the Uncle Ruckus of the world. Actually, I was in the kitchen. I was laughing. I was actually laughing at her. She's a joke. You are actually working for white people, and you don't even know it. I'm pretty sure you can get a lot of funding. You are actually working for white people, and she has no clue, none whatsoever, that she working for white people. The same people. She is actually working for the KKK. And she does not know. I'm pretty sure she could put on a hood and stand there under the tree with them. I'm not joking. Your words kill people. And I'm not playing. That's why I can't laugh now. It's not even that hilarious anymore. When I sit here and actually think about it, you are actually working for the KKK. So when you say talk black to, I don't know who you talking to, because that ain't me. I don't talk like that. I think it's wrong. I really do. I think it's cruelty to your own race. I don't see any goodness in it at all. So I think I will continue my research too. Because I did. And I didn't keep researching. What I did is like I took the Instagram, and like I said, I found all these beautiful women. And I'm like, that girl is a tomboy. But yes, a little adorable. She is friends with oh God, this cute little actress. She's Zendaya. She's friends with Zendaya, and you wouldn't even know. That's what I'm saying. A little chocolate. Oh God, that's hard to say chocolate. But just a really beautiful child. She is gorgeous. And she lives with her boyfriend. I forgot her name. I put it on her once before. But I'm like, they ain't little tomboys. And like I said, somebody will take them and clump them and put them into some other type of stereotype just because they don't wear as many clothes, or because they move around a lot, or because they move their booty and all this different stuff. And it's like, no, they are just living their life. That's all they doing. That's all they are doing. That's it. And so that was like my whole reason for wanting to come, and like my whole reason for doing it is so I can create some type of campaign where it's like I get to celebrate those things. And I loved Aisha. I think her name is Aisha Jones. She's been in a lot of videos, a video vixen. And you see her, she's little. She's so little and adorable. And it's like, when I first saw her, she was just dancing in her kitchen. She was just doing visually sexual dances in her kitchen. And people had all these comments. And it's like, have you seen her without doing all the dancing? She's just a child. Like, she's just a cute little adorable kid that knows how to move her body. Like, she's just so cute. And it's like, again, y'all will take that and just like, you'll crush it by giving it all this extra stuff. When really that's something everybody needs. It's like she's creating body positivity, and instead of us seeing it for that, we start looking at it for other things. And that's not the intention. So that's all I'm saying. It's like we have to start to destroy those things, and that's why the Adlerian therapy is what I'm talking about. That's why it's so good. It's because you actually have to sit down and visually start to think, how old is this person? You know, is it natural for me to be attracted to her? And if I am attracted to her, what is causing me to disrespect her and she hasn't done anything? You see, because she doesn't do anything. All she does is dance. So then why would we start to put other stereotypes on her, and she hasn't even, all she's doing is moving. She's creating body positivity. That's it. She's not out here. We don't know if she's sleeping with anybody, and if she is, it's not our business. We don't know what she cooks. We don't know what she eats. We don't know if she cleans. None of this. She is creating body positivity, and then you stop. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I want to put that out there. The girl who gave me the attitude, she could be the nicest person in the world, and today, and that day on the bus, she could have been pissed off. See? So now, anytime I see her, that's why when I came back to the bus, I said, I just have a little more patience with black people. I'm sorry, I don't know. Cause that's why I feel like we also need to be recognized as having PTSD and anxiety. Because of that. So, because not only do white people do it, but other people of different colors do it too to us. So if I'm mad, I'm an angry black woman. People go straight to that stereotype. Even though she probably just one of the sweetest people in the world. Maybe I look like somebody she don't like. It could have been anything. But I'm not going to take that on as like, this is now my struggle too. Like now this is my attitude problem too. Because I don't know her. And so like, it's almost like, but for me too, I mean, I think even with white people now, when I see a white woman, if I see her going off, I got to hear what she's saying and see if it's correct. You know, because it's like, y'all crazy. You know, because my first thing is, you crazy. Something really wrong with you. And so we can recognize that something wrong with white people, but it's hard for us to recognize that something is wrong with black people too. And I'm not saying that having anxiety and PTSD is horrible. It's just that we do. We have it. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Just knowing that you can walk up on a black woman and you yourself, as soon as she gives you any kind of words that come out of her mouth, in any kind of way, they will say it's your tone. I even know the guys who were creating the app, they wanted to say that I had an attitude problem. I was talking to them and they were just laughing at me. But they stole my app. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking to, and it was frustrating me because he was like, well, do I do it like this? What you want me to do it like? And it's like a room full of black men. First off, I'm afraid because they don't know my story. So I'm already working off of anxiety. My son is sitting there and he don't want to be in the room either. He actually sat on the outside of the room. He didn't even come in the room because I'm pretty sure feel like maybe he felt unsafe. So to have things stolen from me and it wasn't even yours, it wasn't your idea or anything, that's a problem for me. And for people to actually have it out there using it and making money off of it. This, like I told y'all, that the chalk, that's like, even that was my idea. Like, it actually came from me. Even the whole like I said, the power school, that was for me. So I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but it's like, you know, all of that. I went through all of that, and this is what you want to do? Pay my put me on government assistance. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm saying is, it's like it's anytime. So while I'm in this room, they want to say she don't know how to talk to us. She spoke to us with the wrong tone. Every time, that's what they go back to. And it's like, if you meet me, if you really sit down and talk to me, you would know that I'm not even a person that has an attitude. That's not even my first go-to. My first go-to is, what's wrong? What's going on? You know, do you have something to say? Like, did I do something to you? You know, like, it's like, because I'm trying to clear this shit up before I smack the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Like, I learned to ask questions. And girls from the hood, when you have to slap shit out of people, it's okay. When you grow up, you can stop. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Beat their ass. So yeah, that's it. It's like oh shit, we didn't like her tone. You were in there upsetting me. After I said it to you 3 or 4 times, you kept asking stupid ass questions and trying to make fun of me. Correct? So now, if my tone changes, it's not because of me, it's because of you. If my attitude changes, it's not because of me, it's because of you. And now you can't call whatever on it. You see what I'm saying? So, yo. I'm not getting that.
Oh my god.
I don't like that. Y'all have to start becoming responsible for the stuff you do. And as older people, I feel like y'all are the ones that are actually hurting the community. She is actually in that age group that I'm talking about. Whereas, like, with the stuff they say, you just like, what? Are you for real? Like, this is really life for you? Like, this is your reality? You're like, what? Are you for real? Like, seriously? You want me to be, what? You want us to do what? Follow who? For what? No, you don't gotta follow nobody for that.
Don't put somebody down.
Yeah. That ain't nothing you gotta do. But ever stereotyping. And now we have fallen into it too. That lady is, yeah, she drinking that, what, they didn't drink that tea, they just stirred that whole. It's not Kanye. It's not Kanye. It's the people that see Kanye that way. There's stuff going on. But it's too deep when you go back and you start to blame the persons that is on the box. Like it was her. It wasn't her. That man made her do that. And he made it seem like it wasn't a chore. At least that's what we think. He could have locked up at night. You see what I'm saying? From a minstrel show. It wasn't her. They were comedians. He got the name from a minstrel show. And y'all know they didn't change the stereotype about the evilness of black people until after they were free. So, when they were doing all the minstrel shows and stuff, people were still in slavery. They were still doing blackface, and they had some black men out there too. So at first, the black man was a Sambo. He was dumb and stupid, and he couldn't learn anything. He was ignorant. He didn't know a lot. So then after, all of a sudden, if you look at the cartoons changed, and this is theater history. So after that, the cartoons started to change, right? That's when the black man came up, right? And now he's in danger. You know what I'm saying? Now he's dangerous. Now he's out to kill you. And he never changed at all. He was still the same person. Still the same person. Still the same man that was trying to have a family. Still the same man that was trying to get out of slavery. Still the same man that was still trying to figure out how to educate himself. Still the same man that's just trying to make it out in that world. And they actually took that stereotype and changed it after they freed him to say that the black man was out here to get them. That he was after them after they have been after him for so many years. That's why I say, clutch your purse. Clutch your purse. Because if they had the chance to, they would steal from you. And I'm not saying it's all white people. It's some white people. But these some white people have power. And that power would include also discrimination from other races as well as black people. So, that's all I'm saying. I don't know who I'm crushing on today. It really is just Jamie Foxx. He the only person I think about. I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know. I thought about 50 Cent for a little minute. I was like, do I miss 50 Cent enough to follow him again? I was like, hell no. I ain't. 50 Cent dramatic. He got a lot of drama. That's a lot of just, I don't know. It's like, he take the fantasy somewhere else. I don't know. It's like, I can't keep the fantasy because, like, what is he doing now? Like, I just really be like, he need to sit down with Denzel Washington. I mean, for real, you need to have a one-on-one with somebody. Because something going on with you. And whatever going on, it ain't right. You didn't just destroy my whole list. So I'm going to have to put Baratunde in the middle of him. So, like, now it's Baratunde. Number 2 is Baratunde. You know what I'm saying? Because Baratunde, he got that facial hair. He got that nappy shit. Whew, Leslie, I know you was right. Leslie Dog did a little commentation on him. I was like, oh, look at you looking on like you're, like you're scrumptious and black. Look at your black ass. Look at your black ass. Yeah, that's how I felt. I felt that way too, Leslie. I felt that way too. Yes.
Which is heavier, a ton of feathers or a ton of steel?
They the same because they're a ton.
Okay.
They say they equal. I'm too old now. No. Okay, but yes. Baratunde. Yo, what? See what I'm saying? That man, he need a spur and a little loincloth. Just stand there like that. Baratunde. Girl. Woo! Yes. you did the right commentation. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, darling. Yes, you did. I love that. That was Les Dog from she's SNL. She had new shows now, but I don't know what they are. But yes, I love her commentary too. It is awesome. It's also another black woman where she commentated about the food. Oh my god, I love it. It's so many of them. Erica. She like a little comedian. But yeah, this number 2. You're number 1. You can't be number 2, 'cause we're gonna knock the whoopsie out of you. Y'all remember that? Anyway, so yeah. I'm looking.
Oh, shit,
yes.
that's why.
That is some beauty right there, honey. Jesus Christ, a whole new bottom to Yeah. I didn't even know I had a crush on this man. I was just like talking about him because I heard him from. First off, I listened to his book, but I heard him talk with Tracy in Heaven on another round.
Oh, fuck this.
I was like, he pretty cool, you know. But yeah, and then the book. I didn't read the book. I listened to the book, and it was pretty funny. And so, and I liked his stories. And like I said, it just helped me become a better mother, especially to a African. Okay, because I didn't realize, and I always instill his pride. I have always did it because Texas teaches you that. And I want to talk about that too because people would actually think that because Texas is a Republican state, that you would have issues there as a black person. You don't have as many issues with white people as you will with black people in Texas. And the other thing is, there's actually more opportunities in Texas for people of color. And it's the truth. I mean, I know it comes to become, but it's more opportunities to create business and have that business be successful because it's more people per capita, and you can then therefore be successful with the people that you start with around you. That's why my tax business became successful because I hit a niche in the market. I hit a niche in the market, and so from that, then I was able to be successful at the time. So. What I'm saying is, like, you would think, because when I was leaving her, I was working in Missouri. I was working at a little school in Missouri, like I said, in the projects. And the ladies would be like, Texas is racist. And it's like, I have never experienced racism in Texas except for black people, except for people of color. Usually, if it's a white person, they would actually just tell you that they are racist. And they will keep talking to you. And they will actually create opportunities for you. But you meet racist people in Texas and black people, and they will stop the opportunity based on nothing. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, that just hasn't been my experience. It's a Republican state, but I say still go there. Because you would be surprised that these people are voting for their money and probably don't even know anything about Trump. You know, and some of them do know about Trump and still either vote or won't vote for him. But ask them, why did you vote for them? You know, it's not that you will meet somebody and they just like blatantly ignorant or whatever like that. But, and maybe they could have been. I don't know. But that wasn't what I experienced as myself. So, I don't know. I have no clue. Some people create opportunities for you, it doesn't matter. Like people will do that. Some people will do that. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the outlying places, but in Dallas and Austin, we've been to Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. Every time we've had a good experience with people that are of white people, Caucasians, you know. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I feel like even here it's more racism based on you don't have to worry about it. I'll pick it up later. Even here it's more racism and it's less opportunity for people of color. They have to create initiatives to put black female principals and all that different stuff in place so that then it's like, therefore, and even with that, even with them being put in place for being black female principals, they will still push somebody else down. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, something going on. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, you can't believe the hype. You can't. You can see the map, but that don't mean it's gonna be the best meal for you. I wouldn't even come here. I mean, yeah, I would come here for real. Okay, listen, I would come here, but to work and live, no. I would visit, but then I would leave. Even with St. Louis, Missouri, it's a good face. They have a beautiful face because of all the history and different things like that. But to actually work and live in St. Louis, Missouri, or to work and live in Illinois in this area, it's not. It's just not a good place. It's not a good opportunity for people of color. And that's it, period. When people of color here get a position, they actually use the position to then therefore put in fraternities and sororities as opposed to the people that are actually, as opposed to putting in the educated people. You see what I'm saying? So it's like almost like some people just get by and some people just go ahead and lift them up. It has nothing to do with networking anymore. I think we need to actually start putting in good leaders. It does not matter if that's your fraternity or your sorority or whatever. Y'all need to just actually start looking at the human beings. Stop teaching. You can't teach integrity, honesty, and all these different character traits if you don't carry those character traits with you. And if your fraternity doesn't carry those same traits. If your sorority doesn't carry those same traits. Because all y'all doing is creating a cycle of racism and hatred, misogyny and sexism the whole time while you're doing it, because you have so many dumbass excuses. You sound just like the people in the KKK. Those same excuses will be the same as the people in the KKK. That's what I'm trying to stop to. So, yeah, it's like, that's it. You know, I don't know. I just stop doing it. Just stop putting people down. Like, really take yourself through the Adlerian therapy. And it's not something that you have to, I mean, I don't think necessarily you got to go pay somebody for it. You know your systems of racism. You know your systems of misogyny. You know your ideas of sexism. All these different things. Y'all have to stop. It has to be some place where you have to start to realize that you are stereotyping your own people as much as other people are. So this is it. This is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks, telling you to think about Baratunde question. Oh my God. Baratunde. You see the excellence of it all? It's just excellence. The way you, oh my God, your mama. I bless her, Jesus. I bless her. I bless your mama. Your mama. But yeah, listen to the book because it will. As a black woman, as a single black mother, it just actually helped me helped me with raising a kid. I mean, seriously, because I listen for those things. I think 50 Cent's book will help you raise a black man. I also think Ta-Nehisi Coates will help you raise a black man. Ta-Nehisi, me and him have so much in common. That the way that he could not stand his family and the way that they were mean like that, you know, he understands the meanness of it all. And for him to still be with a black woman, that's strength. Because so many times he will lead a community because, you see what I'm saying? Because that's a repeated thing. That shows you that that's the beauty of her and the beauty of him. And even him, he says that the way that he raises his children is probably more like what he experienced in his past. And then for him to even think about having a family. Because a lot of black men don't even think about wanting a family. They don't even want to be married. So with his book, it's a lot of strength in his book too. It's so much strength in our communities that we don't. And that this one is called Between the World and Me, because I know he has a new one out. And that one is more like, for me, it started off like a story. And so it's like I want to really be able to sit down and listen to it, so I haven't listened to it yet. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I say if you are a single black mother, that's something that you probably do have to do. I think it also releases you from having to feel like you are, like your child has to be this way. Because sometimes I get that too. I'm like, he gotta do it like this. And my students will tell you, like I used to tell them, all of us don't have to do it alike. And a lot of us teach our kids that, no, you're gonna have to do it with this way. This the system. This how you gonna put it together. No, you're not. You're gonna let the kid mess up. Remember, I can tell the story about when we went to the laundromat. Blake say, I do this all the time.
What?
He does not go to the laundromat.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
Yes,
and so he gonna say.
Yes, I do.
And so then he gonna say, I say, put the clothes in the dryer. I say, here you go. This what you gonna do. You gonna put these clothes here, cause he just took over. Okay, that's what he do all the time. He'll take over, which I love it. Cause sometimes I come in and he'll grab the groceries out my hand and all this different stuff. And so that's just telling me he is a man, cause I didn't teach him that. Okay,
at all.
Right? He just do it cause he loved me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we get to the laundromat, and Blake started taking the clothes out the washing machine. He said, I do this all the time. I said, you won't do this all the time. This your first time coming here to do this with me. He said, okay. So when I tell him, I say, here go 2 dryers. I say, here go this dryer, here go that dryer. You can put the clothes in a separate dryer. He said, go on now. I can do it by myself. I know what I'm doing. So I keep telling him the same thing. Keep telling him, put it in 2 dryers. And here go the money for the dryers. So, he put 2 loads of clothes in the same dryer.
What? No, I don't.
You did. You put it in 1 dryer.
Yeah.
And you put the money in
I put it in 2 dryers.
You put it in 1. I put it in 2.
No, I put it in 2 dryers.
He put it in 1 dryer.
No, I put it in 2 dryers.
But before I left, I said, I'm about to leave. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. You see what I'm saying? So when I got back and I saw it was in 1 dryer, I could have been there and been pissed off and been upset. But no. Because he took a step forward to help me. And I'm not saying just accept anything. I'm not saying that you got to punch. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, I was like, okay, he got it. He did what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to do. And it wasn't so bad either. He put the money in there. Then we realized, then I showed him, I said, like, look, they not drying. So I took some of the clothes out. I said, can you put the rest of the money in the other dryer? And that's what he did. And so it's like, again, I could have took that time and I could have abused him or cussed him out or beat him up in the store. And this is another reason why I wanted to be an older mother too, because I want to have patience. I could have forced him into something, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no. Now he know. And the fact of the matter is that I'm serious. Some of these books really do help me as a single mom. Like, they really do. Just listening to them grow up as men, all the shit they did, and then to grow up as men and listen to their stories is something amazing to me, because I know as mothers we get upset, and like I said, we want to be strict and we want them to do all the right things and all this different stuff, and every time it's not going to work, and sometimes it's not working because we are not listening and we are not going through all the stuff that they're going through. Such as, let me talk about another one, puberty. I heard a mother, it was on a show, I was watching TV at the laundromat, so she said that she has, and I've seen this show before, I think, too. I think it was a repeat.
And you hated it.
No, I did. So the lady said she needed advice because she was watching her girlfriend's 15-year-old son, and she was on the road or whatever. And I think it was Wendy Williams, and Wendy felt like that she was using her to watch her son, right? So we wouldn't know because we're not in a relationship. But the part that she said was he was 15 and he was going back and forth into the room. And all I'm thinking is this dude going through puberty. You know, he not listening and everything because he going through puberty. And you see what I'm saying? It's just, you have to think about the dynamics of the house. You in a house that you probably were, everybody else, like my son, I think he just a good kid, right? And it's easy to watch him because he's used to people either watching him or him not watching himself. So for that dynamic to change to be like, I'm in a house now with 3 other children that are younger than me. And this woman is here watching me that doesn't know me. And my mother is out on the road. That's a big transition. And so to get upset with him or something like that or not have patience about it, when he really probably have been there by himself. He's probably like, if I was in that situation as a kid, I would procrastinate until it was close to time for my mama to get home. And then I would try to clean up. So if he's used to that pattern, you see what I'm saying? Then it's like, that's what he's used to. That's why he got the attitude problem. Because he know that if push came to shove and he had to take care of anything while his mama was away, then he would do it. So that's what made me think. I was like, he probably just going through transitions. And transitions will piss you off because everybody isn't listening or feeling what you're going through. And like I said, sometimes we look at the world through our own eyes. And it's like, if we really sit back and think about it, it makes sense. So now, let him procrastinate until it's time before his mama come home and see what happened. You have to experiment. You can't get upset about it. It's not something to complain about. It's now something where you have to realize that you have 3 other children that he doesn't know or she doesn't know. They could be going through puberty. They could have their own friends, their own space, their own time, their own meaning. If they moved in a place that they moved, change, so many different things. And you up here complaining about this child wanting their space and their time, and you taking away the game and all the different stuff. When before, that's probably what they could have did all day. Sit in the house all day and play the game. I don't know. Sometimes we have to realize that that's what happens with kids. We can't make them or force them to have a personality that we want them to have. They are going to be who they want to be. And I don't know. That's what that taught me. So again, bottom 2 day Thurston, How to Be Black, because he don't just talk about the stories are actually pretty cute and funny, and his upbringing is really cute and funny. Ta-Nehisi Coates, not so cute and funny, really serious, but at the same time very eye-opening, especially if you were a person that had, parents like his or even grandmothers like mine. So, who else? Who else did I say? It's another one. I don't know. But those 2, I love them. I think I was talking about Ta-Nehisi Coates' other book. But yeah, I just loved it. It's just like, it really made me look at the world. Even though I have had guys as friends, and that could be it too. Like, because I had guys as friends, I was so interested in what they were doing. But like I said, if you really listen differently at it, it'll actually help you understand your child. It'll help you understand you as a mother. And it'll help you understand their mothers too. I also liked, somebody else that helped me was the Muslim mother that was on campus. And the guy I was dating, his name was Nassim. And I don't know if we was dating or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, his mother was very herbal and all those different things. And she helped me too. Like, she helped me see everything differently too, because I was surprised that they would listen to her. Like it was like I was so surprised in the space that they would give for her to teach me. You see what I'm saying? Because Nassim could have came in the kitchen and sat down and, wanted to see everything and been all on top of it and all this. What you doing?
I'm just
Okay. And being like, trying to control the whole situation. Because that's what happened after Marcus. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, he didn't. He gave us space as women to be in the kitchen. And even that is a different perspective or point of view for me. So it's like I said, it's like so many different ways for us to see our community and look at it and the beauty of it in every culture in our community. Even how she decided to take them to a mosque that was a Muslim mosque instead of taking him instead of them going to the black Muslims. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's so many ways, especially with raising boys, because when you beating on them and try to make them and all this different stuff and not giving them choices, you are actually taking away who they are. Like, it's almost like you taking part of their personality. You are actually stifling them instead of like letting them flourish. And so I don't know. That's something that I noticed too. And I feel like the same way with girls, because they were really strict on me. My family, I don't think they understand, because my sisters and I are so different. So, but they were strict on me. They were extremely strict on me, and probably still are. They don't even know. They need therapy for that. Because I feel like when my family sees me, that's what they see. They see like, no, we gotta put her in her place. She too much. And it's like, I'm not even, compared to other women, I'm very humble. I really am. And so it's like, why would y'all do that to me? But then if they meet even my mother was strict on me, and then she would meet other girls, and she wouldn't be as strict on them. You see what I'm saying? That's like how I knew she jealous of me. So, like, y'all have to, like, it's like, you still need therapy. You still need to start realizing your bullshit. Call your own bullshit. And when you do that, you'll realize that maybe you need to start to focus on you a little bit more and on other people a little bit less. Especially your children. Don't do your children like that. That's too much. But that could be the reason for jealousy too. So, yeah, let that shit go. But anyway, it's Shante, a branch or talk, and the black Unicarns. telling you to please have a great day. And I'm not lying about Vicky Dillard. Her sister is over this housing situation out here in Madison County. I'm not lying about you, bitch. I'm not playing. And if I see you, I'll hit you in your fucking face. I'm not joking. Because if you have anything to do with it, I'm going to fuck you up. That's it. Anyway, it's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicarns telling you guys to please have a great day.